What's up, YouTube? Man, I'm itching for spring. Is anybody else itching for spring? I'm I'm ready for it to get here. Uh, I'm glad the quail has still been laying eggs. I just gave a dozen away to some friends last week, I think. We've only got four birds, but they make enough for us and enough to give away to some of our friends, and hopefully that'll ramp up some more this year. Uh, but in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about annuals because it's the dead of winter. I am so ready for green things to grow, and it's time to start planning out the garden. So here we go. Let's plan out the garden. Uh, I bought a couple of raised beds for my wife. They're made out of metal. They're 2 foot deep, and I got all the soil to, well, all the ingredients for the soil to put in there. Really, the guys that I watch on YouTube, James Pigioni, check him out, man. I have learned so much from him. He's fantastic. The Millennial Gardener too. Um, Pigioni, he's in New Jersey, so he's not far from me. I think he's zone 7. I'm zone 6A. And the Millennial Gardener, he's down in North Carolina, but he's great too. Lots and lots of good information. Um, I've been watching those guys all winter long, just soaking it all in so that hopefully I can be the best gardener I can be this year because last year I was not the best gardener I could be. I like perennials because I can set it and forget it. And after watching these guys, they give me some confidence that I don't have to be in the garden every 10 minutes to pick every little weed and whatnot before they get out of control. And then, yeah, I, I feel like I'm going to do a lot better this year with the raised beds we tried in the ground last year, and our soil is poor, and we were poorly prepared, mainly because I put together the greenhouse and kind of ran out of time, bit off more than I could chew. So this year we've got raised beds, and I bought 15-gallon grow bags. I'm excited about these. I'm going to do potatoes in these, and then um, well, I think I'm gonna do potatoes in three of them, and I got carrots to go in another one. I've been chitting the potatoes. Oh, excuse me, and getting them ready to go in the ground. I think next month, probably early next month, mid next month, I'll put them in the grow bags, and I'd like to get some French red fingerling potatoes too, and maybe one of the bags I'll do those, and these will be the other two bags. I have a couple more of these started. I'll probably do 3 plants per bag, but I want to grow stuff with them. Just growing potatoes in the bag seems like a waste of space. So I got a couple varieties of winter squash. I am a sucker for winter squash. I love winter squash, and I hear that most pumpkin pie canned stuff that you get is actually squash. A little bit of useless information there for you. So I'm looking forward to making some pies out of these guys, but I got this one. Yeah, man, I'm not even gonna attempt that French name. My French is terrible. I failed French in high school. But they're supposed to be delicious and grow well in my zone. So I'm excited about those, and I'm really excited about these honey nut squash. I love butternut squash. These are like a tiny butternut squash, but they're supposed to be like 5 times sweeter too. So really looking forward to those. Hopefully I'll learn how to pressure can some this year. Um, if not, I'll definitely be freezing some, and I'll definitely be trying some pie, assuming we get a bountiful harvest. So those are going to companion plant with the potatoes. I've also got peas, and I feel like the peas would go well with the carrots, but I'm not positive about that. Here we go. I got rainbow carrots. I'm gonna have to look up what what companion plants well together. If it was peas and carrots or beans and carrots. Um, I know that potatoes are part of the nightshade family, so you don't want to grow tomatoes with them. I'm not sure what other plants. Google will tell me, but I am prepared and I have more green beans coming. Oh, and I have a fish pepper plant. I got super interested in the fish pepper plant. If you're not familiar with it, then I suggest doing a Google search and learning some African American history while you're at it. But it sounds really interesting, and if it grew in the New England states and everything, I can grow it. So those are coming with the green bean seeds, and those will all get companion planted with either the tomatoes or the carrots. And then the fifth grow bag is going to be a tea garden and a pollinator garden. I got yarrow. Yarrow makes delicious tea if you've never had it. Garden sage. Barrage. This will be growing with the tomatoes too. Uh, I don't know how true it is, but from what I hear, Barrage makes your tomatoes taste better. I think the tomatoes off the vine already taste 10 times better than what you get from the store. So I don't know about that, but it's good for the pollinators and stuff too. And bergamot, I have some bergamot and crimson clover. So I'll have a little tea garden. Nasturtiums. These are edible, but the idea with these is you plant them like at the edge of the planter or whatever, and they kind of droop over, get all these beautiful flowers on them. Orange is my favorite color. I love that burnt yellow color. I hope they come out like that. But they trail over the edge and then they attract aphids. So the idea is like this is a bait plant, and you bait the aphids to this that's trailing outside of your raised bed, and instead of going to your tomato plants or whatever, they go to the nasturtiums. But these are also edible, and depending on what we get off of them, I'm sure they'll end up in some salad. We got a bunch of different kinds of salads. Perpetual spinach, miner's lettuce, uh, um, corn salad. I think my wife got some sort of cover crop green for one of her experiments. So, yeah, that's pretty much my grow bags. And then, of course, I have all the perennials that are the ones that are on the property and the ones I have started. I'm really excited about the hopness. Check this out. Check this out. It started as like a little potato, and there he is. See it in front of my hand? It's sprouting up already. I'm super excited about that. That's gonna be really neat. Oh, Bina, do you want to say hi? Come here, Bean. Come here. Say hi. Remind everybody to like and subscribe. Yep, I love you. Yeah, so the raised beds, they're going to be my wife's garden, and my focus this year was mainly on the potatoes. I want to get that down to a science, and I feel like that's a reasonable thing to start with is potatoes. I have gardened in the past, but I'm far from a gardener. So anyway, in hers, we're gonna build a trellis for the tomatoes that vine, the indeterminate kind. She's got two different kinds of tomatoes, bush tomato. Well, she's got six different kinds of tomatoes. I think she wanted to do like two plants of each, which there's plenty of space for. So some of them are indeterminate and they just grow and grow and grow, and others are determinate and they'll grow into a bush. So, what kind did she get? She got Super Snow White, pineapple tomatoes, Black Prince. Uh-oh, that's a Russian name. Nikolov Yellow Cherry. I butchered that. You're welcome. Dwarf Saucy Mary, and Orange Roma. So I'll be able to make some sauce and stewed tomatoes, and I'll can some whole, probably skinless, so that I can do whatever I want with them, like a canned tomato. Salsa. I want to make barbecue sauce. We'll see how ambitious I get and how many tomatoes we get. I'm hoping she gets a good harvest. That'd be awesome. Lemon cucumbers. She wants to attempt cucumbers too. And she got cucamelons. They're supposed to be real tiny. Real sweet. And she got mini bell peppers. Like I said, I have that fish pepper coming, and we have some seeds for sweet bell peppers. I might sneak a couple in the soil somewhere. And then on the ground outside of the raised beds in our garden, we're going to try to get some watermelons this year. We tried them in the greenhouse last year. These are the ones that we put in the greenhouse. And we only got one little watermelon off of it. I think the issue was that it didn't get pollinated because it's in the greenhouse. So we're going to try them outside. I don't know if she's planting all of these or what, but we got Tender Sweet and Crimson Sweet. So that's what our garden is going to look like this year, besides all the perennials and fruit trees and stuff. And we're really excited about it. I hope you join us for the journey. I'll probably be planting these out next month. Can't really start too much too early. They'll get leggy and no bueno. So I hope you guys have a good afternoon. I love you. Hit the like and subscribe, please. It really helps me out. Trying to build the channel up a little bit. Challenged myself to a video a day, and some of them are turning out better than others, as you can tell. Hey, whatever. Persistence, and discipline is self-love in action.